Start.
Good evening to all the aspiring developers out there. I, Simran, pursuing my BTech from Electrical Engineering Department of Batch 2K22.
And this is Adarsh Trivedi from Information Technology branch of Batch 2K21.
Welcome you all on behalf of IETE Students Forum. Let me give you all a brief about what exactly our club does. IETE Students Forum is a techno management club of BIT Sindri. It is a sub branch of IETE national body which aims to empower youth through technical education and skill development. We also conduct webinars and workshops to enhance technical skills in the students. We also have regular group discussion among club members.
IET welcomes the guest speaker for today's webinar, Mr. Rahul Gupta, who is a software developer at Freecharge Payments, has served as an intern at Swiggy and Rupify, and also he is an alumnus of BITS Pilani. He has a strong grasp over web development and excels in his field.
We welcome you, sir. We are honored to have you here as our guiding light.
Hi, am I audible, right?
Yes, sir, you are.
Yeah, so my screen is visible, I guess.
Yes, yes, sir, you are.
Uh, okay. I just try to present my screen again, I guess. Mm. Uh, Hi, my screen is visible, right? Hello?
Yes, sir, you are. Actually, we will be waiting a bit for more participants to join in and then we will begin. So, like, we
Sure,
can wait for 5 to 10 minutes for more participants to come.
sure.
Sure. So, in the meanwhile, those who have joined, they can call their friends. Please call your friends who all are interested in web development and want to learn from our speaker and ask their questions. Participants are joining. Good evening, guys. Good evening. We also have a Menti quiz at the end of the webinar. So hope you all are excited for that and also to learn from a speaker, Mr. Rahul Gupta. The audience seem to be excited for the webinar. Okay. Guys, call your friends as well. The session is going to be really very informative for you all, and you all are going to take something back from this webinar. So, Simran, what do you think? How the session is going to be?
Well, the session will really be proved helpful for us, for the students who are really interested in web development. They will surely learn something, and this is going to be fun for them.
Right, exactly. They are going to learn something, and full stack web development. This is something which is the most sought after topic in our college campus, as well as from outside, the most demanding thing in the industry. Right.
Yes, and even not only the first year students, but also the not only the final year, but also the first second year are also interested in web dev. It is the most talk of the town topic nowadays, and getting information on such a topic is really very helpful for them.
Exactly. And somewhere everyone is confused about where to start, what to start from, what next. So I think all these questions are going to be answered today if you are in the webinar till the end. So stay tuned, guys. We are waiting. We will be starting very soon. We are waiting for some more people to join. We know it takes a bit time for you all to join. That is why we are not beginning. Otherwise, you people will miss out something really important.
And those who are live with us, do call your friends and ask them to join.
Yes, the participation is increasing. We were quite aware that it would take time for the participants to join, but like we have to hurry up, guys. Please call your friends fastly. We will be starting within 2 minutes. So whoever is yet to join, please join fast. Yes, people seem to be highly excited for the webinar. Fine. Do join fast, guys. We will be starting very soon now. Okay. Guys, please call your friends fastly. We will start now. And be there till end because quiz is going to be really entertaining. So we will be beginning now, and do call your friends and tell them to join in between. There's no worries, and do participate in the quiz. So Simran, let's start with the intro part once again because new members have joined. Start with the intro.
Good evening to all the aspiring developers out there. I, Simran, pursuing my BTech from Electrical Engineering Department of Batch 2K22.
And this is Adarsh Trivedi from Information Technology branch of Batch 2K21.
We welcome you on behalf of IETE Students Forum. Let me give you all a brief about what exactly our club does. IETE Students Forum is a techno management club of BIT Sindri. It is a sub branch of IETE national body which aims to conduct events that empowers the youth through technical education. It conducts webinars and workshops on various technical topics. We also have regular group discussion among club members.
So, IET welcomes the guest speaker for today's webinar, Mr. Rahul Gupta. He is a software developer at Freecharge Payments, has served as an intern at Swiggy and Rupify, and is also an alumnus of BITS Pilani. He has a strong grasp of web development and excels in his field.
We welcome you, sir. We are honored to have you as our guiding light.
So, all the participants are wholeheartedly welcome to our webinar. We hope you enjoy the session. Also, wait till end as we have Menti quiz and also an exciting announcement at the end of the webinar, which is going to be very engaging and interesting for you all for a few days. So let's begin the webinar with enthusiasm and positive vibes. Over to you, sir. You can now continue with the presentation.
Hi, others. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Uh, so everyone has joined, I guess, right? We can start now.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So good evening, everyone. Warm welcome to everyone whoever took some time to just see my webinar actually today. So I'm not a very good speaker, so let me start with the presentation as of now. And so how we are going to do this? So basically, we are just I just try to wrap up some of the things like contents will be about the full stack development, and I will also talk about the placement scenarios and how to get into that, making the resume and the process itself and all those things I just talk about in the presentation only. And this will be a quite interactive session. So I am not going to bore you with the presentation, definitely not. And also I will show some code also. For that will be a very practical section for you, and it will be very helpful to you. Okay, so let me start with the thing that welcome to each and everyone, all the first year, second years, whoever are seeing me for the first time. So let me introduce myself for the things. So I'm Rahul Gupta, and I have just completed my graduation on the 2022. I'm from 2018 batch, and I have done my majors in pharmacy and minors in finance. And also, you can see that I'm not from a very tech background. Obviously, non-tech background I am from, and the journey was very interesting actually and fascinating. I will tell you my journey also other some time. So I've interned at Swiggy. I was a in the Swiggy. I was a Android developer. I was not a full stack over there, and but that was a really great experience because I got a new exposure to the world of IT. Okay, and also how Swiggy app works, right? So that was very interesting. And also I worked in the Rupify. It was a very new startup. It's going to be like 3 year as of now. That company has started, and I was working on the full stack developer, and this which the framework I will talk about later on. So currently I am working in the Freecharge Payments Limited. That is the part of the Axis Bank only, and I'm a front end engineer proper. So so initially, I was just telling you a small motivation for each and everyone for you. Like if you think that you are from a tier 3 college or whatever college you are, whichever background you belong to, it doesn't matter at the end, because your skills matter a lot. Because also there are problems, because if you are not from a tier 1 college, if you are not from the background which really suits your profile. Obviously, IT profile, you need a CS background or something like that. Triple E is most of the equivalent to the CS only, because you learn the subjects equivalent to the CS, like microservices and all those things. But the only point is that you have to have skills, definitely, like whatever things are needed for cracking an interview. So please don't think that background or whatever course you are learning right now and whatever college you belong to, it will matter at the end. Okay. You will progress, definitely progress, once you get into any companies, and you will learn something new. And always focus on the skills, definitely not any of the backgrounds and whatever where you belong to. Okay, the small motivation, like how my journey started actually. So also I just want to tell you that I never used laptop and all those technical things in my whole life actually. I first bought my laptop in my first year, where I don't know how to on or off this laptop also. Okay. Definitely not. And from there I have learned and went into the IT and start with the coding part. Okay, so I was very backward part, because I don't know how to use technical things and all those stuff. So I was way far from the tech. So this was small motivation for you guys. So please don't think like that. Okay. So after my introduction, I just go into the main presentation as of now. So so I just want to tell you what is a web developer exactly is. So web developer is basically who maintains a website, definitely, and also that what is a kind of website, right? Let me show you. For example, like Amazon. This is definitely a is my screen shareable? I guess, yeah. So this is a website. Okay, so definitely you can see that this is uh, whatever things you are doing over here. This is a complete website. So this, uh, for example, um, where come to the station. Okay. So web full stack developer is basically someone who knows all the layers of the this web developer actually. For example, like you have to know about front end, back end, and the database. So you all has some idea about the web development, right? Uh, I don't think so. I have to introduce much about these things. So let me go into the much more details about the full stack developer. So see, there are some bifurcations in the full stack developer. So basically, you have to know about front end technology, back end technology, and the database. These three things are minimum requirement for the things. Okay. So what are the apart from the front end and back end technology? Okay, let me make you understand more properly about what are the front end and back end technologies. Okay, and the database obviously. Okay, going into the one by one. Okay, so front end technology is basically what is front end basically. Okay, let me check out the Amazon website only. Um, just a minute. Yeah. So whatever you are seeing over this website, every button, every pictures, every boxes you can see over here, whatever is mentioned, this is front end, complete front end. Okay. Like if you are clicking on this thing and going into here, okay. So this all are handled from the front end side. Like these are the on-click listener, this is the navigation, this is routing, and all those things have been done. This is a front end part. Okay. So where comes the what are all the front end technology? Let me speak about that. Okay. So you have to know about HTML, CSS, JS, TypeScript, and these four things are required. I take it as like the first three things are completely required for the front end. Okay. What is HTML? Basically, HTML give you the architecture of the your whole website. Okay. For example, let me code it out for you. For example, I'm taking as an extra like hello and paragraph. Okay, I'm doing like this. Okay, I'm writing some HTML codes over here, and I can see this is coming right. This is a H1 tag, and this is a paragraph which I'm saying as good morning, good evening, right? So this is all about the HTML because this will give you the whole architecture of your website. But what is CSS then? So CSS is nothing but the styling. For example, I just want to add some color to this. If I have to add it as red, and also if I want to just change the font size of this paragraph to like 20 pixel, for example. So you can see that this size of the paragraph tag has been increased and this changes to yellow, red, right? So we can also check it by inspecting this, that also this is a red color and this is also 20 pixel, correct, as you can see in the margin itself, correct, right? So this is the whole motive of the CSS helps you to design every single thing in the HTML tags, right? Also you can also change the this is a one of the quickest thing to debug or to design it. Like you can add the design over here also, if I want to add the color, and you can do as green over here, so we can change the color also over here, right? So this is a whole part of the CSS. What is HTML, what is CSS, I have explained you over here. Okay, so where come the concept of JavaScript then? So JavaScript is mainly see HTML and CSS only gives you the whole design of a website, complete design of the website, but that won't be any kind of functional if JavaScript won't be there. Okay, like for example, if I want to make it a clickable component, uh if let's take it as a this one, Amazon website only, phone view, all sources. Okay, I want to click on this, for example, this one. I have clicked on this and I have went into this. Okay, so there is something called on click listener, and JavaScript make it functional for you. So for the older times we use jQuery, but now we all come into JavaScript where we make it a functional website. So JavaScript is mainly responsible for making the whole website functional. So whatever you know about APIs also, if you don't know, I just quick recap for you. But the JavaScript main motive is to make your website functional. So you have to know about JavaScript and HTML and CSS. The minimum requirement it is. Okay, so where comes the TypeScript? Okay, before TypeScript, I just want to go into some for the frameworks of the JS. For example, just give me a second. Okay, okay. So your next question will be which like okay. So HTML, CSS, and JS is a very basic understanding you need for being started into front end technology. Okay, but there are certain frameworks and libraries we used to use for writing the front end codes. So, for example, like React.js and Vue.js are the libraries, and framework is the AngularJS. Okay, so I have also attached the chart for the same, like which technology are mostly used in the industry right now. So as you can see that the orange part is a React, then there's a Vue, then it's a AngularJS. So most of the companies are using React.js, and this is one of the thing that you should learn. Like that's my recommendation that doing React is really good because it is highly usable in different areas of industries. And also Vue is the most easiest language. If you go into this, Vue is a very easy language. React.js is medium, I can say, and AngularJS is little tough than React.js. Okay, there is a certain framework you have to understand some architectures over there. Okay, so these are the whole scenario for the front end technology. Apart from that, where comes the TypeScript in this scenario? So TypeScript is something have been discovered by Google. I'm not sure about that if Google has discovered this. uh, TypeScript was the thing was introduced just to uh, reduce the errors and helps in debugging the code. If in the JavaScript you know that it's a like this really like loose language. Okay, and also JavaScript doesn't define you any kind of what are the type of the variable is, right? So TypeScripts help you to define every single object, every single array, and whatever variable it is, it defines the whole thing, right? And after defining it, if you are sending, suppose I defined a variable with a number, and you are passing a string in the object, right? And after that TypeScript will give you an error that it is not a number, it's not a string, it's a number. This error it will show it directly. Okay, but in the JavaScript what it happens is it will take a number, and if you assign it to a string it will take a string also, right? And what happens is in the code you need a string for doing the website functional. So there will be some errors in the website, and you won't able to know like what is the exact error is. Okay, so TypeScript is very useful for that thing. Okay, so I'm able to explain you what are the front end technology right now, right? So let's come to the back end technology. Okay. Backend techno. Okay, before backend technology, you know, like what are the things that connect the front end and the backend is the APIs, right? The application program interface. So what are the APIs is basically okay, and the HTTP wala section I will let you know what is this API. Okay. Okay, so in the backend technology, Back in technology, there are this five uh, things you. This is the most five used actually technology right now in the backend. Okay, so I work in Node.js and React.js, and most of the companies are going into Golang, Spring Boot, Ruby, and Python. Okay, these are the technology you have to matlab, take any one of them to get started with. Okay, uh, the pattern of writing the code for the backend technologies are same, architectures are same, but the code and the way of writing the languages will be different. Definitely it will be different. So this is not the fact like which one to choose for going into the backend, but I just suggest you, if you are good at JavaScript and doing JavaScript, then go for Node.js. If you are just want to go with Java, so you can go for Spring Boot. Golang is a Go language of the Google. It's called Google language from their game like Golang. So this is also a really good backend. Companies are adopting right now, and so you can choose any one of from here. Like my recommendation will be choose from any top three, like Golang, Spring Boot, or Node.js. Choose any one of them, and that will be really helpful for you. Um, so coming on to the HTTP and REST. Okay. So what is HTTP? Like this is a hypertext transfer protocol. It's a primary protocol for the web browser. So what it does is basically you encrypt your request and send it to the web server, client server basically, and you get a response from that. For example, this is a client over here. You sent a very like HTTP request of get post delete a put with a URL to the server, and it will send you a response. So this server is you're writing a backend over here. So some you are see there's a technology called Axios in the front end where you send the body and the URL with the endpoint, with the whatever type of request it is, get, post, delete, or put. You know that what is get, post. Let me make you more understanding about this. Get request is something like you get a response by not sending any body to it directly from the server. Post request is like submitting a form, if you are writing a name, phone number, password, and doing a submit, right? That will go into the backend, processes process it, and save into the database and send you a response of successful response that yeah, your data has been stored and all those things. Delete is basically deleting a data from the server, from database. For example, like you want to delete your account, then you have to send a request from the front end to the back end, and it will check the database and delete that, right? Put and patch is something like put is to update the full form, and patch is to update the half of the form, the not complete form, partial form. We can understand like that. So so what are the see in the front end and the back end technology, there is only gateway to connect between themselves, are API only. These are all the API which you have been writing, right? For example, let me show you over here. um, Sign out. Okay. Okay, I'm just proceeding this. So see, this is the API. We can see over here that there is a header where it is called profile slash login. This is a header. This is a post request, and it's a 200 status code. Status code 200 means this is a successful request. And payload, what we are passing from our front end side. You can see email, password, and the type of the we are passing from the front end side. And the backend is sending a response that welcome back, whatever name. this is a response you are getting from the backend side. So this response we are handling in the front end side, and we are just processing it according to our plan, like whatever we want to do with this email and the phone number. Like you can see that the email and the phone number and the name are displayed over here, correct? So this is a whole part of the like understanding about front end and back end, like what are the http and all those things. You can see http request has been sent over here. Okay, so let me go back. I hope I make it clear for you for the http and the rest. Rest is nothing but the REST APIs, all the get, post, delete, and post. These are the REST APIs we use. Also in the Java, JavaScript, Spring Boot, Node.js, whatever it may be, we are using all these four requests itself only. Also, all the layers are like this. The front end should have the UI and all the information from the back end, but the back end should have all the logic. So whatever data structures or whatever logic you want to build in, for example, that you are sending a string, and that string has to delete any vowel from the that string, like for example a e I o u, you have to remove that. So you are sending that string in the server itself, and it's processing it, doing some logic, and send it back to the front end side. So every, well, this is a normal example, this is also can be handled in the front end also, but I'm just saying you that any business logic or whatever you have to implement that, it should be in the back end side, correct? Before that, like if so, this is it about what are the http requests and all those things. Let's come into another section, which is the database. So database are of two types, like SQL and NoSQL, and this is something you need to figure it out. Okay, so you do have to learn about SQL and NoSQL both. Okay, but that is my recommendation, because for the NoSQL you use MongoDB, and MySQL, so you can do it anywhere, like in the OS itself. Um, for example, like so you will tell me like what is the difference. Like you just search it out, what are the difference between the SQL and NoSQL, which is the better to use. When we use Node.js, we use MongoDB only. Okay, matlab most of the time we use MongoDB. NoSQL is like little dynamic, so we you prefer NoSQL sometimes in some areas. But when your query is a little big and it is not dynamic and fixed, then we use SQL. So it depends company to company what they use. Okay, so I guess this is better that you learn both of them, because before learning SQL and NoSQL, you should have the idea of how to create a database, like schema is basically how the data one data will look like data will have the name, email, and password. So you have to predefine that the type and how the schema will look like. So these are all the things you should know about the databases. I will also recommend some channel for this. You can go with the gate smashers or like some of the channels where you can learn about databases. I'm just telling you the online channels because I learned from there only. Okay, whatever. Next, coming on to data structures and algorithms. This is something I just want to highlight on this. See, if you are going for placements, and if you want to like only learning development won't help you, you need to understand the data structure and algorithm. Okay, so for examples, arrays, string, bitwise operations, stacks and queues, recursion, binary search, trees, graph, dynamic programming. These are some of the topics of DSA you have to go through. You have to the best site is to do from lead code. Lead code is very helpful. If you want to go for a particular topic like arrays, you will get easy, medium, hard sums. You can solve from there. Like if you go, definitely there's a query like why we need to learn data structure and algorithm if we are doing just web development. What is the use of that? See, arrays and string will be definitely useful in the web development, because there are some logic in the sense that proper JavaScript logic, making a map, for loop, and whatever array manipulation will be there. There are some things in the web development where you will be using DSA, like arrays and string, that will be enough. Okay, but understanding this bitwise operations, and bitwise operations is also important because you will be using really every single time in the code. Also, recursion, binary search, trees, graph, and dynamic programming, these are all the things you need to do for the placements. Most of the companies ask you like in the up to trees and dynamic programming, they hardly ask for graph, but you have to go through all these things and you have to practice hard. DSA is hard. It will take time because you have to go through that, because as this is the full stack like discussion, so I'm not going into much into DSA part. But definitely I'll take up the query after that, so you can ask me some things. Okay, going forward, which ones to choose? Like this is a common query. One someone asked me on the Instagram, like I'm not sure about like what to do, like full stack, front end or back end. My suggestion will be go for both. Okay, start with front end technology as well as back end technology at the same time. Try to make a full stack development. Okay, and then decide like which area you like the most. Back end is a part of the complete logic part. So if you are very good at logic, if you think that yeah, backend is something I can handle, I can go with this thing, so you can go with definitely with the backend. And the front end you can definitely go with UI and all those things, but that will be a really hectic like matlab, I am also a front end engineer. I know like it's very hard to write any CSS and all those things, and API integration, and it is a really like time taking procedure. Like little logic are there, but in the backend there most of the logic we used to implement. So uh, I just suggest you just try for both front end or back end, and backend basically, and choose in future that what you want to go with. So if the companies are coming for front end only, and is someone company coming for the back end only, then you are prepared for both, I guess, right? So decide upon yourself like which area you want to go in. uh, I can only suggest that you can do both, and both are interesting. It's not like that if you can do front end then you can't do back end and all those things. That is useless to say, I guess. Okay, so coming down to the next part. Okay, this is again a common query, like which projects to make or how to make a project so that it will be helpful in our resume for getting placed or in our portfolio. So this is a different perspective for different people. Okay, so if you are okay with making basic projects, like after learning the concepts of front end and back end technologies and also the database, then you can take up whatever you like the most as a project. Like sometimes you have thought na, that I want to create a e-commerce website. Like I thought that I just want to make a e-commerce website, and I had made that. uh, so it takes a month. I just tried to clone it with the big basket only, like Grofers and all those things. I just tried to clone it, like starting from scratch, not cloning exactly, but like just making the cards, making the boxes and the products with each product description, how it can deliver the products and all those things I had made in my project. So that is something to be showcased in the this in the interview. So you can also choose by yourself like whichever things you have liked the most in your whole life. Like you thought ki like this is the something you want, you are interested about, like this project and all those things. So that will be really you get the idea from there. Definitely you get the idea from there. If you're not getting the idea, so there are the common projects you can find in Geek for Geek or in the YouTube, whatever they are making. Like they have suggestions. Obviously you can go to anything you search on the YouTube and see like which projects to make as a beginner for showcasing the portfolio and all those things. You can go through that. Definitely that will be also helpful. So like companies don't want that you should be extremely like master in making a project with all the bug fixes and the great websites, but you need some projects to showcase to them, like a beginner type of project. But over there you should have to put all your logics which is the minimum required. For example, like there are the concepts in the front end and back end. There are some concepts. If you are applying that, write it that down in the description that in the project I've used this, I have used rejects, I have used this use effects, matlab, whatever hooks and the core part of the front end I have used, this architecture I have used, I have followed this. So these are all the things that the interviewer want to listen to you. That will be helpful. Okay. After that, the last thing I just want to cover is like how to get placed. Okay. See, placements and being there in the placements is hard. Okay, because I have been through that, and as a non-tech background, I got a very good rejections because my background was not satisfied to them, and also whatever things you want to know before sitting in an interview, I will just speak about that over here. See, first thing is that coding round will be there. So coding round, you have to know DSA properly. So, matlab, they will be asking you binary search questions, arrays, strings, and whatever trees and whatever things they will be asking. You have to complete that sums in 2 or 3 hours. I'm not sure whatever time limit they are giving you. Like I got 1.5 hours to solve two sums, and some small questions like uh, related to OOPS, networking, OS, and all those things I got in the interview, like in the coding learn itself. Okay, and the main weightage is on DSA. So after cracking this, you will go into the round one, where round one will be your more specific into your resume based, like whatever is a part of the resume, whatever you have written, they will definitely go deep into that and ask you the questions. For example, like I have written like HTML, CSS, so they have taken a CSS and they are asking exactly about some CSS questions, like what is difference between flex and grid. This is a basic question, common question, whichever they are asked. um, but writing those things which you know, and you have to learn that completely, matlab, those skills are matlab, minimum required. Okay, after resume based thing, they will be asking you some OS, networking, database questions, common questions, whichever they ask in the interview, like what's the difference between SQL and NoSQL, and which one is the better. This is the one question. Uh, Other than that, they will be definitely be asking you according to time. They will ask you one DSA question, and that will have the major weightage. So I got a question on DP once, but I just solved it, and I've not properly answered all the like this OS questions and all those things. But I have solved the DSA question at the last moment, and they have selected for me the round one. So DSA has the major weightage definitely every single time. If you are also you have to learn this core concepts whichever you are learning in the CS. Also you have to, this is hard for the non CS people also, that you have to learn some CS, that courses, OS, operating system, all those things. So you have to go through that, and the common question will be enough for the geek for geek, I guess. And apart from that, portfolio and projects, so I told you that you have to make a single project which you can showcase in your portfolio. They will ask you questions and you have to answer that. DSA you have to do from the lead code. That will be helpful for the interview. uh, uh, I guess these all things are okay with that. Okay, yeah, right. So I covered all the things. Before completing this presentation, I just want to tell you that learning the core JavaScript is very important in the web development. Core JavaScript means how the JavaScript engine works. Okay, if they ask you, so a simple question, I tell you that what is the difference between double equal to and triple equal to. Okay, so most of the answers are like both are equal, both will give it true, right? But this is not the fact. Double equal to only triple equal to only check the type and value, and double equal to only check the value exactly. So there's a difference between that. If the type doesn't match, number and string well, definitely doesn't match. So triple equal to give it false. So these are the basic things you have to know about JavaScript. Also, there is a good YouTube tutorial you can go through Akshay Shiny in the YouTube. Then that is really great, really great actually. So, matlab, I have learned the JavaScript completely from there. It has a really core understanding of the promises and the callback health and all those things. So learning the core JavaScript is very important because the interviewer are not going to ask much questions on the React JS rather than ask you the question on JS, because React JS is not has nothing but the JavaScript only, and you have to know the JavaScript core concepts. Why they ask you the core concept? Because you have to know about the debugging skills of the JavaScript. Suppose some error came over there, right? You're using const or function, you got some error of undefined or something like that. You don't know about the concepts, then you would never going to resolve that. You can go through Stack Overflow, but that will be very hard for you to resolve any bugs from there. JavaScript core concept is important, definitely. Nobody told me before, but after coming into companies and learning things, then I understand that learning this core fundamentals is very important. You will realize after that. So this happens. Another thing that, so very thank you. Like the only thing is the patience is the key. That you have to be patient. I know that that will be hard, but and also thank you, yeah, for like being patient till the whole presentation. So I'm open for queries right now. Like I guess I'm completed my presentation. So you may write that in the comment section. Others are there, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll be reading out the questions, I and Simran, and like
Sure, sure.
we would like you to query, answer the queries. So yeah, the first question is, and that is something which strikes everybody's mind out there. Like even I am very much perplexed regarding that. How to manage between DSA and development? Because we all know that in order to land into good companies, you have to go
Sure.
through the coding rounds, right? So
Mhm.
how to manage between the two?
Okay. See, I'm the wrong person to answer because I never managed any time from the DSA and this web development. So I just started with the DSA in the first year, and I did DSA for the 2 years completely, not starting with any sort of development. And I started in the third year because that's a COVID time, and it was very easy. Like we are sitting at home, we can start with the development, right? So how you can manage the time is that if whatever time you have, for example, like you have 3 hours a day to go to learn the skills of development or the DSA, give 1 hour to development, 2 hours to DSA. And when you are going into the journey, like, so DSA part will be really more stronger than the like initial levels, right? When you are starting with the DSA, then it will be hard, obviously. It will take time, but after like some of the like 1 month or 2 month, you will be more understandable like about the DSA things. Then you can give like 1 hour to DSA, 2 hours to development. This should be shifting like the time frame. uh, but most of the time I'm just telling you that if you are learning DSA or doing DSA, if you're not understanding any core concepts, keep it in your brain. uh, in a whole day, just try to resolve it in your brain only. And if you're not going into any other solution, see the solution, but don't see the solution beforehand, because the opening of your mind is very important at the same time. So it was happening with me, like I don't able to like solve this sum in a like quicker manner, like मतलब एक ही बार में हो गया, like this was not the thing. It takes time, definitely takes time. Trees, graph, TP are very hard. It's really very
Yes.
hard actually, and trees are still hard for me. Also, a code forces, I not remember, like I've never solved problems of D or E code forces. I solved it, but after seeing the tutorial or understanding the sum. But this is very hard. Okay, but you don't have to do much. Okay, nobody told me that being a competitive programmer, you have to go for code forces, code safe. But you have to crack the interview, do the lead code. Lead code will
Hmm.
give you the better understanding about, and the confidence also, because going into code force is not that going down the all the like confidence, because the sums are very very hard. So
Hmm.
so give some time to the development. If you're in the first year, give time to DSA at the very beginning. But do the development at the DS at the same time. Because you have to manage both the times like this. So yeah.
Fine. So I guess this strategy is going to be helpful for us and our viewers as well, what you told, to manage between the two. Simran, what do we have the next question?
The next question is, what should we prefer, Java or Python for backend?
Yeah.
Okay. See, there are two things. If you are doing Python, Python is a very easy language. Okay, no worries. You can go for Django. For the Python, you use Django, and for the Spring Boot, you use Java. Okay.
Hmm.
uh, my suggestion will be is go for Java. Okay, just because you have to understand the oops concept over there, right? Oops concept, the companies are really gonna ask you oops concept, and you have to know about this. Okay, so if you are learning Java with the Spring Boot, then you are also understanding the oops concept perfectly. Also, there's a question of system designing also, where you have to make certain if you know about this, I'm not sure, like they will give you a small chess game or snake and ladder game, so you have to solve in the like object oriented programming languages. So that will be really helpful if you use Java only. And you can go for Django, that's not a problem. But also do Spring Boot also, because most of the companies hire for Spring Boot. You can also check it out like stats also, like which language is most preferably used in the backend part. So I guess I covered this question, I guess.
Okay. The next question is how to use web. Okay, so the next question is how to use web dev for freelancing and how can one get clients. So, like this is something a very famous question among the college students because they somehow want to do freelancing, earn a bit of money and experience as well. So, please put lights on this.
Okay, so if you get any freelance clients, please feed that to me also. I don't know how to do that. Okay, so jokes apart,
Okay.
uh, so actually in the college time I don't know about this freelancing, like how to do that. Oh, definitely. But this is also the thing we also struggle, because in the Upwork, in the freelancing, whatever the websites are for freelancing, definitely. So there are mostly people who have the good portfolios, who are working
Hmm.
from a very older times, like, and also that the job scenarios are not well right now, so everyone is doing freelancing. uh, I just suggest you that go it. So you have the alumni platforms, right? In your in Facebook or whatever groups will be. Try to get clients from there, or get some clients by pitching them your services. And this is the only strategy, because I'm not good at this. Like I can't able to explain you like how you can go into freelancing. I can only help you like to how to do the web dev. Like freelancing is
Hmm.
something like I'm also figuring it out. So please, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Um, the further questions. Do we have other questions in comment section? Okay, how to make the currency and skills side by side. Okay, now this question is something that I guess all those college students suffer from, especially those in the second and third year. The question is that how to manage academics and learning new skills side by side. So, like
Got
as we go on from second year, third year, the academic pressure increases. So, like how to manage.
got it. Uh, so means in the bits also, when I was studying and doing the coding wala part, then I completely left my academics actually at the time. That was the worst part, but okay. Let me put some light on this. Okay, so it depends upon how hectic your academics are. So, like, if it's the too hectic, then definitely you have to some find the time out for the same things. See, learning new skills are really important, because The only thing will be help you in the future or in the placements or whatever wherever you go. uh, Courses will be helpful, whatever you are learning in the college, but what exactly you want to do, what are the new skills you want to preferably want to learn, will be definitely helpful in your whole life, in your industry and all these things. So you have to prioritize that, because you're going into a new in a college, and you're not
Hmm.
learning any new skills, so only going through the courses, getting the grades. This is not the point, right? You have to do something else. So that was the only thing keep me motivated the whole 4 year. If you are really motivated to learn new skills, then you will definitely find the time. It's not like how you can manage the academics for the same time. You can just put some less time on entertainment, I guess, than doing the new skills, or get a little lower grades for the same time. But that is not the thing, right? But you have to learn new skills. Okay, if you want
Hmm.
to do something now, you will find the time out. Definitely you will find the time out. Okay, so I guess this is the answer.
Okay, Simran, the next question is, Simran, I guess you're on mute.
Front of a
Am I audible?
Yeah, now you are.
The next question is how to get an internship in second year of college.
Hmm. I didn't get any internship in the second year of my college. Okay,
Like,
so like, this is not the right thing to tell you, but the only thing is that in our college there is something called PS. PS is something that if you don't have any prior experience or whatever you don't have, you will get it according to your uh, grades, whatever CGPA you have. According to that, you will get a company. So I got this Swiggy accordingly, and from there my journey started completely. So that was a kickstart for me. If you want to go into an internship in the second year of the college, then definitely you have to go onto LinkedIn. You have to write a proper message to every recruiter or any of the person who is in that company in which you want to work on. You have to tell, you don't have to have the most of the skills, but you have to be curious about all the things that you want to learn these things, and you are ready to do an internship in this company. And at the same time, if you don't get an internship, because I know like 60, 70, 80% of the students won't get any internship in the second year, there might be possibility who are there who are seeing this like webinar. But the only thing is that you just upgrade your skills. Upgrading your skills is equivalent to the internship only,
hmm.
as I suggest. If you get the good skills, then definitely in the third year or in the final year you get placed, and you won't regret them, definitely.
Sir, can you share your experience of getting an internship in Swiggy and Rupify? In which year you got and how you get it?
Okay, so I got an internship in Snapdeal
Mm-hmm.
before Swiggy. At this, and they got rejected me just because I was from BCom background. Okay, and then I got landed up in Swiggy. So this is completely college based, because this is something not come from my portfolio or my off campus something. This is definitely completed from the college itself. So I got Swiggy as an Android developer. So
Mm-hmm.
over there, I was working on the complete Android things. So like Java, Kotlin, and the core languages I was working on. And the experience was not really good. Actually, I don't know Android now, so it was really hard for me because I don't know the OOPS language at that time. Okay, so because there are completely OOPS oriented programming was there, and that was really tough for me. So that's why I didn't get the PP also. I guess was not good enough for them. Also for the same time, I was an intern now, so I was working as a web development over there also. Like I made a full stack, some uh, some internal websites for them also. Internal apps also I made for them. So these are the things. But experience overall was good because I got the really good exposure on the IT for the first time. Okay. But in the second time, the Rupify which I got was the from the off campus by my friend referral, and the company was new, no. So when I said for the interview, I was really likely not able to answer most of the things because they asked me about the core JavaScript concepts, JavaScript engines, how this works, how set timeout works. These are the some things in the JavaScript. So they are completely asking me, and I was waiting to answer this thing. But only thing that was a plus point for me was that project which I made, e-commerce website which I had made. I just showcased to them that these are things I made. I handled this. I made a cart. Um how I am adding the products. How I am just sending like seeing the products and all those things. Whatever the e-commerce websites are, I just shown them that he was like satisfied that I know some things like in React JS and all the things, and I
Mm.
can able to code it like if I come into a company. So after that, I got Spring Boot also over there to work on. So completely, I was full stack only. Spring Boot I worked very less over there, but mostly it was on React.js. And after that, I got placements in the Jai Kisan and the Axis Bank, Freecharge. So I got into Freecharge. But the only thing was you have to know about this core concept, React.js, DSA, and all these things because these are the only things we'll be asking in the interviews. Uh, if you want to crack the coding round, you have to know the DSA. There's no other option. See, everyone says don't do DSA. It will all work. It's not important to do DSA, but some DSA is important to build your logic and at the same time for the companies as well. Because how a company will able to differentiate you with your logic only, right? With the DSA only in the coding round. Otherwise, every 100 students which are coming for sitting in the placements coming to the same company, and every single person have to take a and the interview have to take all the 100 people, no, like that is not the point, no. So that's the point of the DSA over there. So yeah, I guess.
Okay, so I guess we'll be having one last question.
Okay.
Simran?
Yeah. The last question is, if someone is aware of Python language concept, and want to do machine
Mhm.
learning, how they
Just
can do
fine.
that in
Okay,
parallel of web development.
got it. Okay, so okay, this I can answer completely. I did my like data science all the thing in the for 1.5 months. I know about NLP and all those things. See, if you want to do ML completely, then you have to know most of the things. Like if you follow Chris Nack's videos, there are so many concepts, so many mathematics are there. Like it will be very hard for you to learn the ML, the whole things at the very beginning stage. But if you want to do web dev, see, if you're doing ML and deploying into the website, so you need Flask. Flask we use for doing this. And web development. So, what the question actually concern doing ML? Can I go with the Django for web development parallel with the go with Django? Yeah, you can go with Django. There's no issue with that. You can go with Django, but the only point is you have to be best at that. Matlab, in the core language in the Python you have to be best, like whatever you are doing. Core concept is important. Also, at the same time, you have to do Java for the old concept. You have to learn about JavaScript also at the same time. Okay, matlab, just follow the stats. Na, matlab, JavaScript is the most used language. Okay, matlab, for web development and all these things. So choose accordingly. Django is if you want to use Django, that is for the backend part, I guess. So you can use that. No worries for that. But if you are okay with it, ML is something different. Okay, matlab, ML is completely different if you are looking at that.
Okay, so I think we are done with the question session.
Okay.
We had quite a few questions in the comment section. We filtered out some, and I guess the
Mhm.
queries are solved of our viewers. So, Simon, we can move on to the next part.
Yeah, we can. Thank you, sir. Now we would like to present Rahul, sir, with a small token of appreciation and memento on behalf of IT Students Forum.
What is it? Thank you so much. This is a memento. Okay, okay, fine. Thank you for that. No more queries are there, kya?
Um, we do have some, I guess.
If there
Just a
are,
minute.
then let me know.
Just a minute. Let us look into it.
Yeah, sure, sure, sure.
Okay, so like uh, yeah, so there's not much, there's no query left. Okay, but we will be definitely sharing your contact to our viewers, and they may reach out to you through LinkedIn if they have. But
LinkedIn.
like one question I would like to ask from what
Hmm.
you said, like you told
Right.
about the referrals you got. So like, what exactly is the procedure of getting these referrals?
So getting a referral, see, that was my personal friend, so he has given me the referral. But normally, getting a referral is from like contacting your in the LinkedIn only, your alumni or some other people who are working in a company. If there are any internship opportunity in their company, they can refer you after seeing your resume, or they can directly go put your resume in the portal to get your referral. That's the thing. Or yeah, some of the companies also put a Google form that you can fill the name and all those things and resume over here. And if you have a referral for someone, you can put their names and all those things. But the only point is that you have to reach out the people in the LinkedIn. That is very hard. I know people don't answer, even if I don't answer sometimes. So these are all the things happens. But you get this, मतलब ठीक है, it will happen, but you will understand कि मतलब this is all the
So
this is all the part now, मतलब for getting forward. That's okay.
like somebody reaches to you for referral, so what's the first thing you see? The projects, the skill set the
I
person is
don't see
possessing, the college,
anything.
or what is it?
I don't see anything actually. I just, if there are openings, then I just try to put that in the portal itself. But only that is getting rejected just because they are fresher and we are hiring for 3 to 4 years experience at the same time. So, and this is hard, yeah. Matlab, in the portal you have to write some details also of the person and all these things. Sometimes I'm ignore also because of my job. Sometimes so that's hard. Uh, but the only thing is that I mostly refer. Matlab, I just try to refer if possible. Uh, if it's open for the same role, that's the thing. Like,
Okay,
I'm
so
not sure about other people, but I do this. Like I know the thing is hard. I think I have been there, right? So yeah. Mm.
so I guess we are done with the question part. Indeed, the questions will never end, and it will go on for a
Yes.
never-ending time. But we need to end it, and I would like to we would like to show the contact details so that our viewers
Okay.
may contact sir. Uh,
Sure.
please present it.
Contact details of your mine, right?
Yeah, the LinkedIn and
Sure. Should I present the LinkedIn profile of mine?
no, no, the those who are backstage they will do.
Okay.
Just a second. So viewers, you may contact her through LinkedIn or through Instagram and get your queries cleared. If you have any, we are sure you would be having, so you can reach out, sir, from there. Sir, we extend our heartfelt thanks to you for
Thank
sparing us your valuable time and sharing your experience with our viewers. Thank you so much, sir.
thank you so much, others. Thank you for contacting
Thank you,
and
sir.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Our
Thank you,
pleasure, sir.
thank you so much. Thank you. We need meet next time definitely for sure.
Sure.
Sure, sure. Thank you.
Okay, Simran, we can proceed.
I can just close my session, I guess.
Yeah, the those at the back, they will. Yeah. Simran, let's proceed with the. Yeah.
Participants, now it's the time that we move to the next segment of the webinar, the Menti quiz. Please wait patiently for the link to be generated.
Call all your friends because this is going to be really interesting. You are getting a platform to showcase what you have learned till now. So, guys, please call your friends. We are going to start with the quiz soon. Now, I would like to welcome Priyanshu to take over the proceedings and go with the quiz.
Hello, everybody. So that was quite an enthralling webinar, wasn't it, Adarsh?
Yeah, it was. I guess the viewers learned a lot. Let's see how much they have.
Yeah. So now it's a test of what you learned and what other platform is better than Menti itself. Like the details are on your screen right now. Just go to menti.com and enter the code 21326240. You can also scan the QR code that is present on your screen right now. Okay, so the Menti code is also available on your screen. I'm repeating the code. It's 21326240. As of now, 8 players are ready. So what do you think, guys? Like, will they be able to answer it quite well? Like, do they have what it takes in themselves? Like, around 10 players are ready right now. But only one of you all will be able to take the grand prize home. Yes, you heard it right. We have exciting prizes lined up for you. Join in quickly. And one more thing that I want to tell you guys is like whenever you join the Menti quiz, enter it such that your name is followed by an underscore and your college roll number so that it will be easy for us to track you. If you have already joined, there's no need to leave. You can edit your name while being joined. Just add your name followed by an underscore and then your college roll number. Come on, guys. Keep the numbers coming. Only 23 players here. Call in your friends. It's time for some action. Like you have to be prevailing over them. Like you have to find yourself and challenge yourself rather and find yourself on the top. Okay. I'm repeating the code. It's 21326240. सब जल्दी ज्वाइन हो जाइए अभी menti.com पे आप लोग को जाना है और कोड एंटर करना है 21326240. कॉलेज के काफ़ी जूनियर्स एंड सीनियर्स के बीच में भी ये कंपटीशन होने वाला है. सो ये ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म है जहाँ पे कोई जूनियर्स भी जीत सकते हैं, सीनियर्स भी जीत सकते हैं. तो मुझे एटलीस्ट ये देखना है कि जो विनर होता है वो बैच 2K22 से होता है कि 2K21 या 2K18, 2K19? 2K19 से भी कुछ लोग हैं, 2K20 भी है अभी. So let's see which batch takes it home. So what do you think, guys? Which batch will be winning the Menti quiz? Can I have the answers on the live chat, please? Will it be batch 2K22, batch 2K21, 2K20, or 2K19? You can also click on the link that is shown on your screen and enroll yourself directly. Okay, the one asking edit kaisa hoga? See, once you are proceeding with the questions, you will get the option to edit your name. Okay, we have 2K21, 2K22, all names. Okay, all batches are present here. But I think 2K22 are much more in number. So do you think 2K22 will be winning this quiz? Okay, if we guys are ready, we may proceed with the first question. Remember, guys, you can join anytime. Okay, the first question on screen. Dash creates a rough sketch of what the website will look when created. The options are on your screen. Wireframes, web flows, wirefalls, web frames. Answer quickly. जितना जल्दी आंसर करोगे उतना ज़्यादा पॉइंट्स मिलेगा. So lock in your answers quickly. Okay, we have 9 people with the correct answer. 2 who are going with web flows and 5 who are going with the frames. Okay. Let's move on to the leaderboard. Let's see who got the highest position. Okay, Sonu with 977 points. Okay. Followed by Ayush Gupta, Baba Krok, Simran, Divyanshu Kumar, Shivam. Okay. Akib, Shashank, Shashwat, and Pingu. Okay, I would say, guys, that you all should try and make sure that you are joined with your real names so that it's easy to track you down. You can edit it anytime. Okay, we are waiting for more players while we are going on with question number 2. 31 players are ready to answer this question. Okay, competition बढ़ रहा है, guys. 33. Okay. Remember, guys, you can join in with the code 21326240. 34 players are ready. Can we move on to the next question, please? Okay, the next question is, which CSS property determines how much the text should be emblazoned? Font weight, font size, font family, and font style. काफी confusing options तो है, but answer काफी easy है. Okay, it's font weight. 11 people got it right. Democracy दिख रहा है मुझे यहाँ पे. 11, 9, 3, 2. Like there's no like winner who got the answer clearly. Some people think it's A, some people think it's B. Let's see the leaderboard. Okay, आयुष गुप्ता. सोनू पीछे रह गए. आयुष गुप्ता ने बाजी मार ली. Okay, Ayush Gupta is followed by Baba Krok, who was the fastest this time. Then Simran, Divyanshu Kumar, Sonu, then Hey, Adarsh Kumar, Shobhit, Rudranil, and Bill. I'm reminding you guys, you should join with your names. लास्ट क्वेश्चन में तो बाजी मार ली, सेकंड फर्स्ट हो गया, बट अभी और भी 3 क्वेश्चन बाकी है, कुछ भी हो सकता है. Join guys, you'll get ample options, you'll get ample time. Okay, 34 players are ready. Should we move on? The third question is coming up on screen now. Okay, URL is an acronym for. बहुत easy question है, इसमें hints का तो कोई बात ही नहीं होता. All the 4 questions, all the 4 options are on your screen right now. इसमें I want a clear winner. Like, you guys cannot be confused in this. नहीं, इसमें भी democracy दिख रहा है मुझे. Uniform resource locator. That's the correct option. 9 people got it right. 10 people got it wrong. Like more people got it wrong, but I'm confused how they got it. Universal research locator. Okay, you need some research to be done in your knowledge. 4 people got it as B, universal resource locator. That's quite a misnomer. Like, then we are going on with uniform research locator that have 6 people who have opted for it, but the correct answer is uniform resource locator with 9 people. Congratulations guys, let's move on to the leaderboard. I'm excited to see what's the situation on it right now. Okay, I think there'll be quite a lot of changes. Baba Croc, I would say that you should join with your real name. Like, इस पॉइंट पे सबसे ऊपर लीडर बोर्ड में बाबा क्रॉक है, बट अगर वो जीतता भी है तो हम लोग उसे ट्रैक कैसे करेंगे. मूविंग ऑन, आयुष गुप्ता, सिमरन, आदर्श कुमार, रुद्रनील, दिव्यांशु, आकिब, सोनू, राहुल झा एंड हे. सोनू फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन का आंसर इतना अच्छा दिया, सबसे फास्टेस्ट दिया था, अभी अचानक से 2 क्वेश्चंस गलत हो गए. दैट्स नॉट अ बिग डील, अभी और भी क्वेश्चंस है, 2 क्वेश्चंस में बाजी कभी भी पलट सकती है. लेट्स मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. Okay, the question is on your screen right now. Why were cookies designed? Cookies, ये खाने वाली cookies नहीं है. Okay, for server side programming, for client side programming, both A and B and none. 7 seconds left guys, answer quickly. Okay, ये तो 50-50 हो गया. Like मेंटी चल रहा है बट केबीसी का वाइब्स आ रहा है. बोथ ए एंड बी एंड फॉर सर्वर साइड प्रोग्रामिंग में 12 लोगों ने आपस में बांट लिया, बट अनफॉर्चुनेटली कोई एक ही करेक्ट हो सकता है, एंड इट्स फॉर सर्वर साइड प्रोग्रामिंग. कंग्रेचुलेशंस टू दैट 12 गाइज हु गॉट इट राइट. लेट्स सी द लीडर बोर्ड. लीडर बोर्ड में काफी उछाल एक्सपेक्टेड है. ओके, Baba Croc, the first person here, followed by Ayush Gupta, then Simran, Adarsh, Akib, Sonu, Shobhit, Rudranil, Divyanshu, and Shreya. सोनू इस बार फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन का आंसर देके अब ऊपर आया है. क्या अगला क्वेश्चन में वो टॉप पे जा पाएगा या आयुष गुप्ता प्राइजेस लेके घर चल जाएगा? बिकॉज बाबा क्रॉक, योर नेम इज स्टिल नॉट विजिबल हियर. Moving on to the next question. The final question, guys. Better make it count. And this question is for all the marbles. The question is on your screen. Identify the empty or void element in HTML. The options are on your screen. Select the correct option. Be careful. This is the make or break question. ओके, फाइनली एक क्वेश्चन मिला जिसमें मैक्सिमम लोगों ने करेक्ट आंसर दिया है, एंड इट्स ऑप्शन बी with 16 people getting it right. Let's see how the leaderboard is and who is the winner of the Menti quiz. Okay, the winner is on screen. It's Baba Croc. Congratulations, Baba Croc. You won the quiz, followed by Ayush Gupta and Simran, who got it to the end. It's commendable, both of you. Baba Croc, can you please give your names down below in the chat box? Your name and roll number, if you're there, Baba Croc. Okay, so while we are waiting for the results to be declared officially, and we are waiting for names, let's see what we have in store. Moving on, I would request Adarsh and Simran to continue with the proceedings. Adarsh, you're not audible. Can you turn on your mic, please?
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Simon, let's move on to the next part then. The interesting thing which we were going to reveal today for our viewers. So, now coming to the most awaited segment of the webinar, the question that kept everyone's mind occupied for way too long. What is Nexus 2.0? The event which was posted on our social media handles.
Well, it's time to feed your curiosity. IT Students Forum brings to you Nexus 2.0, an exciting event designed to bring together all web development enthusiasts, providing them an opportunity to explore the latest trends and technology in the field of web development and push your skills to new heights.
Showcase your web development skills, stand out from the crowd, and seize the opportunity to win exciting prizes. Details for the event will be posted on our social media soon. We hope to see you all there. Stay tuned, guys. Thank you, viewers.
Now,
Yes, Simran, continue.
now if any one of you is having any doubts, they can contact us on our social media handles. And lastly, we want to thank all our viewers for connecting with us and making this a massive success. Thank you and best of luck to everyone.
Thank you so much for attending the session.